Hey everyone, this is PenMark, and welcome to the final episode of this commission. I have basically gotten most of the details done. There's a lot of cleanup I still have to do, and I guess there's something on the side here, a couple objects that I have not finished yet, but it's extremely close to done, as you can see. I'm going to answer some questions that I saw in the comments, and then I'll go ahead and you'll get to watch me do some of the cleanup. The question I got was from Morochus, asking, what do I study to learn how to do these paintings and do these pictures? I would probably say the biggest thing that helps me is to look off of real-life photos. You get to see some behind the scenes today. I'm going to show you what my computer's doing. I'm going to move the camera a bit. There's my other screen, which is the actual laptop, and then this is the attachment, the monitor. Got a makeshift case holder for my writing utensil from my stylus, because for some reason the drawing tablet didn't come with a holder, a little pedestal or anything to hold it in, so I just use a wad of cotton. It's ghetto, but it works. And I've got on here Google, because that is probably my best friend. I use Google on probably every single picture I do. Like for all the Coke cans you saw on that table, all the objects, even trying to remember what foxes look like, anything. I just go in here, go to images, and just go like, okay, fox. And then I've got a bunch of foxes, and it's like, okay, what type of fox do I want to draw? Because if I'm designing a character, and it's like, well, I mean, I've seen the typical red fox, but what if I want something interesting? What if browsing through Google gives you ideas? You can go like, wait a minute, maybe that's the type of fox I want. That's unique. I never see that before. So, yeah, real life helps you with ideas and just learning the basics, you know. If you feel like you're a new artist or you're just really struggling to make progress, do a lot of life studies. Because, as you can see when I zoom in on this fox, you get to notice how the hairs move on his face, what direction the hairs go. They move this way. They move away from his center, from his nose. They move outward. And if you're a new artist, you may be like, I don't know what direction to put them. And if you're not looking at reference, you'll have the hairs just going down. Or, you won't really know what direction to put it. So, yeah, this is how I handle pretty much all of my pictures. Even though I'm just sketching in a sketchbook, I have Google around and I'm looking references up. You don't want to literally copy it, but it's really useful learning the rules. And then later on, once you've gotten comfortable with it, you can break those rules and do whatever you want with it. But you'll know how to make it look, more realistic or more, what's available and what the eye is looking for. When they see a fox, people are looking for certain characteristics. And if you're not familiar with how real life foxes will look, doing a stylized fox is going to be kind of tricky. So definitely go off of real life, and you need the practice of actually making yourself come up with a style and coming up with the decisions on your own. So you definitely need to, it's a variety. You can't just dwell on looking at realism, because you also need to experiment. I mean, there's a lot that goes into this, and it's kind of a variety. You don't dwell on just doing it one way. Other than that, right now I am just cleaning everything up. Like I said, I still have to put the two little characters on the ground there. They're badges for a convention that these characters are attending. Yes, you can also see I've got the little icons because this is being recorded. In the picture, this is supposedly a video. So I've got the little icons there, and I'm about to add the actual text icons. I was trying to figure out where I'm going to put get the text typed up. The big REC for recording. It's not very big. Let me make the font bigger. There we go. That's better. I need a bold? Probably. Okay, so I've got a big REC there. Now, I was using Google to look at ideas of where I'm going to put these letters, and sure enough, I've seen a variety of screens. So they have them all over the place. They have some icons, they have it in the corner, some they have it at the bottom. And I think the thing that's important here is not to cover up special objects in the picture, because, you know, like the top right corner, there's nothing really important there other than the hallway. So if I have a big red REC, that's not really ruining anything, so I get lucky there. The bottom is a little trickier, and I think I know what I'm gonna do to make it still visible. Let me also put that big red dot that I'm looking at right now on my own camera as I record this. One day I really hope I can get a new computer so I can finally do video capture from my computer and you guys can see with, you know, a bit higher quality than what I'm doing. I apologize for that, and I really, really appreciate how patient you guys are being as I learn how to do this and get better. One trick I can show you right now for when you need to have one object over another object and it's not very visible is getting a soft-edged brush, putting it on really low opacity, and then underneath the object doing this. Very slightly putting some of that under it, because without it, then with it. You can do that to help it show up a bit more. And I'm not sure which I like more. I might leave it without. But I've used that technique a lot, especially with the objects on the table. I would put them there, and I'd finish them, and I'm like, okay, this looks pretty good, but it wouldn't show up well enough, so then I would add a little bit of black behind it with a soft edge brush, so that's really like blurry and looks like a shadow. Objects cast shadows on other objects all the time, and the more you can add realistic shadows and lighting, it helps the whole picture come together. It looks like these objects are actually there, like these tails that are interacting with their legs. Having it get dark underneath the tail as it covers up some of the light, it gives the tail some weight. You can actually believe this tail is there, and that's where realism comes in handy, where you learn from it. And so now you know how light works and how shadows cast and cover up colors. Then you can apply that to your own pictures and do a lot more with it. Now this commissioner is from Germany, so they have the date written with the day of the month first and then the month itself. That always throws me off because I'm a silly American, so I write it differently. But this is how they write it, and I'm going with that. So, cool thing about this is that I had to make sure, you know, it matches up, what this says matches up with the calendar. Because it's the day before Majira's birthday, apparently. And I'm trying to position this so that it doesn't cover up any of the objects too much. And then underneath that is the recording time. Okay. Yeah, I think the recording time should work. Okay, 0706, 25, and 04. Now apparently this is an inside joke here. The recording time is not actually 7 days and 6 hours. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Your creative freedom with interpreting the picture. But I decided the bottom left corner, I think, because I think there's just, I can't put it in the top right because that's where all the characters are and books are on the shelf, and that just, that would take away from it. I can cover up the pizza because it's just a pizza. Everyone knows what a pizza looks like, so there's no important details to show to the audience. As long as they can see a crust and toppings, that's the base of it. So now you've seen me put the recording things on there, and the person commissioning me asked for a copy with and without. So there's one version. Oh, that red dot. Let me go ahead and merge those together. Simplify, layer, merge down. There we go. So, oh, well that was the first version. Now, oh no, you get to see another thing I did. What was it? These little, what are they called? Reticules? I don't know. I'm thinking of video games, but the little white corner pieces, whatever. I didn't draw those perfectly. Well, like, rather, I didn't do it like, oh, my first try, just go. Oh, hold on. Had to find a layer to show you on. You can use hold down shift and go across and make a straight line. But doing that and that, it's like, okay, it might take a while to get down. And to have it line up with the other one across the screen, that's tricky. So what I did was just this thing. I just did a white box. I did just, it's easier to make 4 giant white lines than it is to make a bunch of little perfect corners. So I just did this, and then I went in with the selection tool and blocked off the inside of it, went to erase, and just did it like this. So now everything inside that selection just got erased. So you're watching me do it again. And it's so easy. Like, I don't even have to have a steady hand or anything. I just select it, and they're automatically going to be lined up because they used to be lines. So, you know what I mean. So yeah, I just did it again. I don't know which I like more, actually. I think they're about the same. Yeah, that should be good. But yeah, you just watched me do that. And the text on top. I'll play around with the size. I don't know if the numbers in the corner should be that big. They might. They might be. I think that's about it for this commission that you'll see. I'll post the finished picture at the end of the video. Right now, as I'm recording it, it's obviously not finished, but you'll get to see the finished thing afterward. But yeah, I think this series is finally finished. Let me know what you thought. If you have suggestions or questions about how I could run it, let me know, because I'm new to this and I need ideas. And it'd be really cool to hear your guys' thoughts and ideas, or just complaints or anything. And then for you guys to see me apply that would be really cool. So, like for both of you, for you and me. So, let me know. And the next series I'm going to do of drawing sessions will be me taking a break, because I need some time to unwind. So, you're going to see me doing like sketches, just free form, whatever comes to mind. And already a suggestion from one of you, I'm doing dragons. So in the next one, you will watch me do dragons, and I will probably have Google open as well, so you can see how I come up with different types of dragons, and it'll give you guys ideas. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys next time. This is PenMark, and thanks for watching.